Hello, everyone. And this on Twitter. Oh, your final isn't until 7. Oh, that's awesome. So you have an hour. Very cool. So, of course, here we are, third time doing Changing Channels Q&A. And currently there's only Chris. Not like that's a bad thing. But any questions? I can, that's okay. I can tell you that I have, I'll be attending at least one day of a convention this weekend. Unfortunately, it's not JIB. Northern FanCon is our local comic convention here in Prince George. Sean Astin is going to be there. So, plus Trisha Helfer of Lucifer. So, yeah, it totally slipped my mind. I went last year and covered the convention for my previous publication, but doesn't seem to be that too many people that I know in this one. I don't think I could find anyone that was affiliated with Supernatural, except for Trisha was in an episode in season 2, and then another gentleman was in an episode in season 7, I think. But no one recent like last year. So, and unfortunately, the Hillywood girls canceled. I'm assuming because they're filming the Supernatural parody. So, yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. It'll be fun. It'll give me a chance to dress up as Cass. So, yep. So, welcome, my second person. Welcome to the Changing Channels question and answer. So, any questions? 2 people. Yes, I'm checking my Twitter while I am waiting. Cards Against Humanity totally slipped my mind. I'm going to be completely honest. And because it is already Wednesday, I'm probably thinking Saturday night is going to be a little too soon, but maybe next weekend. I haven't even had a chance to really look at the website for the actual Cards Against Humanity as of yet. I've been so busy trying to get up to date with our lore and all that kind of stuff. So, but I have been doing more queries for Supernatural guest stars. I did a couple for last week. Haven't got any responses back. I did try emailing Rich's publicist and to see whether or not I could get a few questions and answers regarding his charity, his recent charity, but basically got a no. So welcome to the joys of being a journalist 9 times out of 10, unless you're a very large publication like Entertainment Weekly, you get a no. So. Hello. You made it. So welcome to Changing Channels Q&A. Yes, that's usually a good idea. Okay, so what are you confused about? I will try and explain as best possible. Our lore was started when I when I really started changing channels. Basically what it is it's a Q&A. But it's a Q&A on fandom stuff. So it's your name, your Twitter handle, when did you start watching Supernatural, what your favorite episode or season is, what you think of the current season, if you're interested in any other fandoms, your favorite convention story. I think that pretty much covers all the questions. And those answers are posted, not like all once, because I have about 8 or 9 still to post. But those questions are posted on those answers are posted on the Our Lore page in addition to your photo, if you would like your photo included. So it's like a who's who of Supernatural fandom, basically. If that makes sense. Yes, I'm still drinking milk. Hi, Shay. But yes, the other very interesting news is I have ordered a T-shirt for Changing Channels for myself. If it works out as I like it to, because I'm just testing it out, they might be available for purchase. I haven't decided or not. We'll see. We'll see what the print looks. I didn't do it via Redbubble because Redbubble was something like $45 Canadian. And I figured because I was ordering it for myself, I didn't really want to pay the markup. Because I don't know if you've ever actually used Redbubble. This is my first time using it. They actually have a markup, like it's an automatic 20% markup. So, yeah. Like I said, we'll see. I might go through Represent, because Represent, I can give a certain portion of money to Random Acts or something like that. We'll see. Yes, Redbubble is awesome for stickers. I should know. I've already spent like $100 on them in the last couple of months. So, because I don't know if you saw my little live video, but I bought literally $50 worth of stickers to give out for Changing Channels. Because that's one of the things that I was pondering was trying to find a way to finance the shipping for the prizes, because even a sticker to the States, as like from Canada to the States, is I think it's $1.25 or $1.50, and then from Canada International is $2.50. And when you're doing 5 or 6 of those a week, that adds up. So for now, it's fine, but Did you guys want to? Yeah, it's it would. I mean, I honestly don't mind doing it because I did create changing channels for not myself, but for everyone in the fandom, somewhere that's positive and inclusive and interactive. But I I'm not unfortunately independently wealthy, so we'll see. I've pondered about the if the t-shirt thing works out the way I want it to, they like I said, they might be available for sale. We'll see. I have a because basically what it is I don't want changing like me, especially. I don't want me or changing channels to look like I'm trying to um be famous in the fandom just for the sake of being famous. That's not the point. Um my point for creating changing channels has always been and will always be somewhere for the fandom to meet and get to know each other and find out more about the cast and the crew and showcase the artists that we have, that sort of thing. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I am hoping that by the time VanCon rolls around in October, that people will know what Changing Channels is and who I am. But that's more or less just because I want Changing Channels to succeed. So I'm just gonna thank you. Like I said, that's the reason why I created it. So I'm just going to tweet again. Here. So, well, and I think it was someone last time that asked me, maybe it was a time before that, why and how I started all the positivity days of love for Misha and Jared and Jensen and the other cast. Because I was consistently seeing um, some negativity towards the cast. And what I don't understand about the SPN fandom is that we all love the same thing. We all love Supernatural. Um, but the fact of the matter is that it's gone on for so long that there are divisive parts of the fandom that like certain characters, and I think that's fine. You can love whoever character you are. It's just like loving chocolate or not liking chocolate. But what bothers me, and I think I actually mentioned this earlier this week or last week, was that what bothers me is the hate. There is never any reason to drag someone, to insult someone because of who their favorite is. That that bothers the hell out of me. That is why changing channels will always be positive, will always be inclusive, and will never ever be negative. Now, there's a difference between negativity and criticism. I, for one, welcome criticism because criticism improves the product that you're providing. Like, for example, I've already done I've already done 2 surveys for changing channels. Yes, I've received some very negative comments. However, 9/10 of the information I receive is good feedback of stuff that I should add and stuff to improve the site. And changing channels is not cast in stone. It is something that fluctuates, that changes, that will grow. And it will grow with the fandom. So, again, that's one of the reasons why I love I love changing channels is because it is a way for me to interact with the fandom and for the fandom to interact with me and the cast and each other. That's really important. So, hello, Arson. I mean, our fandom is so strong, and our fandom is so um, we can really get together and do great things, whether it be one person or whether it be a bunch of people. But it's one of the lovely things that I love about our family. Uh, Take, for example, just one specific thing that happened to me in the last week. As we all know, Jib is happening this week over in Italy, and Jibland is on Wednesday, Thursday, I believe. And one of my favorite actors, Torrance Coombs, is going to be at Jibland. I have actually interviewed Torrance for Horse Canada because he was on Heartland and he's also on Rain. Um, so I, of course, I'm not going to be in Italy. And what I try to do with the people that I interview is get something of theirs autographed, or ideally, the first page of my interview I get autographed. I've done that with so many supernatural actors that I've interviewed, Matt Cohen, Gil McKinney, Sam Smith, right? So one of our lovely SPN family members who is actually attending Jibland is actually getting me my interview autographed. So not just like a photo or something. They've actually printed out the first page of my interview and is getting to get that signed for me. So that's there are so many people in the SPN family that will help each other out when they need. So it's very, very cool. In any case, do we have any questions? And I'm going to open my window because it is horribly warm in here. Oh! Twitter. Oh, okay. What inspired me to create? Okay. Okay, so what inspired me to have changing channels? Well, I started out writing for a previous publication and did not have a very good experience with them. So I tried to find other publications to work for, to do what I wanted to do, which was to do supernatural interviews, because that is my passion. And I have found that interviews work so much better and turn out so much better when the journalist or the person who is conducting the interview has knowledge, preferably intimate knowledge of the TV show or whatever it is that the subject is, and loves it. For example, I'm going to give you a very funny example that I thought was hilarious. For Heartland, which is a horse magazine, I was told that a publication went to Heartland and did not know what a colt was. So a colt, of course, is a young horse. And I'm not at all saying that because of that, the interview didn't end up turning well. I'm just saying that it works out so much better when the writer has a passion for what they're writing. I don't know if you've ever watched Never Been Kissed, one of my favorite movies, because it's about a young journalist. And she basically, the main quote from there is, write what you know. And my point is, write what you love. So that actually goes with Wild Fandom's question to give to any aspiring writers is, write what you know and write what you love. As for the second part of the question, my biggest influence in making CC the way it is now, it's not one person. It's basically the entire SPN family, and how much time and love and effort everyone gives into this fandom. I have recently delved into the very large pool of fan fiction. I haven't read any yet. I'm just from the posting. And Supernatural, by far, is the highest, it's either the word count or the highest story count for, if you've, I don't remember which one, but one of them. So we create so much for Supernatural. We create art, we create fan fiction, we create videos, we create, I don't know how much tweets on Supernatural itself. So my main influence is you guys. But yeah, as for aspiring writers, write. It's really difficult sometimes when you're tired, when you don't know what to write, when you feel, because everyone has those days where they feel like whatever that is that they're creating isn't worthwhile. It's always worthwhile if it's worthwhile to you. I am the first person to say that I have a horrible singing voice. However, I love to sing, so I still do it. I just don't advertise it. Do I manage the website myself? Yes. However, thankfully, there's very little coding to be done because it's all done on Yola. The only HTML coding I have had to do, which was when I was inserting tweets into the website. So, hello, Joseph. Yeah, there are a crazy, like, I cannot believe how many talented fans we have. It's beyond belief. That's why one of my favorite days is the Fan Art Friday, because then I get to post all these lovely pictures. And usually 9 times out of 10, I'm like, do you do commissions? Because I've already commissioned 1, 2, 3 artists so far. No, 4. So pretty cool. Because I firmly do believe that our artists deserve money for their time. So. Yes, for entertainment journalism, it's very important to be a fan. For example, last year when I was at the Northern Fan Con, I interviewed, now I can't remember the name of him, the gentleman who played Hercules in the old Hercules. And he had been in one other TV show that I had never watched. And it was almost a little embarrassing because you can't really think of the right questions. Kevin Sorbo, yes, him. So I interviewed Kevin Sorbo, and of course, the only show I had ever watched was Hercules. And he's been in other. Andromeda is the other one, and I think I maybe have watched 1 or 2 shows of Andromeda, and it was a little difficult trying to find questions. So that's why I try to stick to the shows that I know, like Supernatural and that sort of thing. As I was saying earlier on in the Q&A, the Northern Fan Con, again, is this weekend, and Trisha Helfer is going to be there. And I know Trisha, of course, from Lucifer. So, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he was talking about a movie that he was in last year as well. So, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. How you can say one film or whatever is not very good when you haven't even watched it. It seems kind of odd. Any other questions? I'm surprised I'm not getting any questions about my lovely evil tweets of something happening somewhere to someone in, is it 5 days now? Yes. Oh, okay. Who does that, Chris? That seems very distasteful. I'm just going to be evil and say patience. You will find out soon. It's very, very, very exciting, though. I just like being evil. What else is coming up? I've got a few possibilities during hiatus for. I've got a few possible possibilities for hiatus. Blah, hiatus. This summer. Possibly Misha. I'm working on it. I don't. It's not a yes. It's a come back to me at that time. That's what that was. Same with Rich. It's a come back to me during hiatus. So knock on wood, I will get my interviews because that's my passion. That's my passion is finding out not just like canon stuff and storyline stuff, but I love finding out the behind the scenes stuff, how things work. I really do think that if I went back in time and told my teenage self, like 20 years ago when I graduated, what I should do, I would be go into production. Yes, it would be fun. Misha brain picking, yeah, that would be interesting. That's for sure. But again, I'm working on it. It's not a yes. Um, Directors are interesting to interview. I've interviewed a director for Heartland, and he's been one that's been on the show for quite a long time. So he's very, very, very familiar with the content. It's interesting to find out their how they put things together. It really, really is. Any other questions? Big names, really. Any other questions? I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just trying to think. I should have come with a list of things to talk about, but uh, what are the fandoms that I'm interested in? Obviously Heartland, yes. Um, if you guys are interested, I can actually show you the article that I did. I'm very, very excited about it. But the other fandoms, I wouldn't say I'm really in any way dedicated to any fandom as much as I am as Heartland. But I read a lot. Like, I think I've already read three books this week. So I read a lot. I love Harry Potter. Most everyone does. I like watching reality TV shows like Gold Rush. My husband loves Survivor. I watch it sometimes with him. And Lucifer. Excuse me. I really like Lucifer, but as for any other fandoms, not anything remotely as dedicated to as I am to Supernatural. So, see if there's any other questions on. Yeah, exactly. Other Supernatural shows? Like what? I have never been into The Walking Dead. I can't. Game of Thrones, same thing. I did watch The 100 for a while. Buffy was a long time ago. Constantine, I've never seen. What else is there? I did watch Smallville religiously because Smallville was actually filmed in the town that I grew up in, Cloverdale. I'm trying to think of what else. Shadowhunters. I've read the books. The books are good. I haven't really watched the TV shows. Lucifer, like I said. Yeah. Any other questions? If I was to potentially do me a gift art. Oh, you're a sweetie. What would I want? I'd have to think about that. No, you know that I don't ship anyone. I didn't crash. I'm still here. Can you still hear me? Brat. Okay, good. Is it possible, Shay, that you could do a an art piece based on a photo op that I did? Is that possible? I mean, you'd have to draw me, but of course, I can show it to you if you'd like, because I do actually have all my photo ops. I have a very large photo op book. That one. I told you I have a lot. That's three years of, well, 3 cons. Yeah. I adore that picture because it was, it's right next to the lovely piece of paper that I had Jared sign. It was my article on the season premiere. Yeah, I love that photo. It makes me happy. And then there are just ones that just make me laugh. So, yeah. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I've got some. Oh, no worries. No rush. No rush at all. So, it's kind of interesting, actually. My very first interaction with Supernatural convention was actually not me. It was a friend of mine who went to the convention in 2015 and got me a couple of signed photos. She got me actually 3 signed photos. So she got me Mark. Yeah, she got me Mark, Ruthie, and she got me Nisha. And correct me if I'm wrong, but am I not right in saying that Nisha is one of them that no longer personalizes their photo ops? Or that personalizes with autographs? Am I right? Because I don't remember. I feel very special that I got that one autographed and personalized. So that's kind of cool. But it's not just Supernatural that's in here. I have Once Upon a Time, Amy Manson. I have, because I volunteered. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even there, and I thought it was really cool. I volunteered for Northern FanCon a couple of years ago, and this lovely gentleman was there. I don't know if you can read it, but it says, "Good luck as your career as a writer." Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, so not just Supernatural is in here. I've got mostly Supernatural. I've got Heartland. Yeah, I've got Heartland because I was on set a couple years ago and I got them to sign everything. But mostly Supernatural. Yeah. Yeah, mostly Supernatural. So, yeah. I'm rocking the Fanboy 30 shirt from Mr. Ketch. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but a couple of nights ago in the middle of the night, I got an interview. That was hilarious. It was so funny. That's awesome. But yeah, I will be doing an interview with David Hayden Jones. So that's pretty cool. Yes, I'm very excited. I like David. I believe I was one of his very first interviews way back when, early last year. He's a very funny dude. Plus, he's Canadian, so he rocks. Any other questions? Alrighty. Then I shall say, no, criminology. I've taken that class. No, definitely not. Yeah. Anyways, I shall see you all guys next week. Bye.